Both sides are staking out their ground in a controversial plan to dredge the Fraser River east of KWAK. Some 400,000 cubic meters of gravel is to be recovered from the Fraser off the shores of the Seabird First Nations Reserve. As Jane Carrigan reports, the plan has the blessing of the band, but it also has conservationists up in arms.
Crews were hard at work Saturday building a causeway from native land alongside the Fraser River to a huge gravel and sandbar in the middle of the river. It's part of a government plan to remove some 400,000 cubic meters of gravel from the Fraser between Hope and the Vedder River.
So I think this is all spawned right through here.
A plan that has many conservationists and scientists upset.
It's a gravel grab. There's nothing more to it than that. There's no evidence of extensive erosion over the last 50 years, 60 years. There's no evidence the gravel's piling up, and so the only argument that you can make is that it must be a gravel grab.
Rosenau is one of several scientists and organizations wanting to stop the removal of the gravel. The province says it's necessary to mitigate flooding. But Rosenau and others say there is no evidence to suggest removing gravel from this location will stop flooding downriver. In fact, they say it won't, but it will destroy a sensitive fish habitat.
This is where the water runs a little slower. It has a big curve in it, so it slows the water down. The spawning gravel is absolutely ideal for pink salmon and even some chum and who knows what else.
For the record, this is site number 3.
Dewatering and
The scientists and conservationists are also angry about the process or lack thereof. They say there has been little to no public consultation.
What we're asking for is a public process, an open and transparent process, a panel of people that is across all sectors, not just government decision makers, sitting down to determine how are we going to manage this river. As it is now, that's not taking place.
The provincial government and the Department of Fisheries and Oceans would not comment today on the gravel removal or the consultation process. But the DFO does say they have consulted with scientists and other interested groups. One of those groups is the Seabird Band, which is in favor of the gravel removal.
I've traveled the river ever since I was a young boy, and there's things out inside the river disappeared over time because gravel.
The scientists are measuring water levels as they drop naturally this time of year. They want to see if the causeway and gravel removal will have an effect on water flow, an effect that could be devastating.
What they've basically said is that we're prepared to dewater a spawning area for 250,000 fish almost. It's the implications of flipping the river from one bank to the other bank are absolutely enormous.
And